You'll remain our friends as well as friends of Chase and Sanborn. With a...
Howdy, Mr. Amici.
Oh, hello, Judy. Is there anything I can do for you?
Say, Mr. Amici, I've been looking at that little McCarthy fella for 4 weeks now, and I'll be dogged if I can figure him out.
Yeah, well, don't try it, Judy. We all have the same trouble.
It sure is mystifying how them words comes a-bouncing across his wooden tonsils, ain't it?
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah, and I keep a-thinking of what folks down in Unadilla'd do if they feed him.
Would they be amazed, Judy?
Amazed? Listen, Mr. Amici, did you ever see a tree walking? Like as not, they'd hang a sap bucket onto it.
No. Hey. What's going on here?
Oh, well, Charlie, Judy only meant that...
Yeah, I heard what she said. I heard.
Oh, shucks, Charlie. I was only complimenting you. Why, you ain't got nothing against me, have you?
No, but I can very easily develop something.
Oh, now, listen here. Now, that's too bad, Charles M. You see, I was hoping that I and you could kind of get together like, I sort of like you.
You do?
Well, sure do.
Bergen, get your gun.
Never mind, Charlie. I'm sure you'll feel better when you know that our guest tonight is one of our mutual friends honoring us with a return visit, the lovely Madeleine Carroll.
Oh, Madeleine, da-da-da-dum-da-da.
Thanks, Charlie, but we'll let Nelson Eddy do the singing. And it's the rousing, rip-roaring Song of the Vagabonds from the Vagabond King.
A haunting we will go, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha, a haunting we will go.
Hey, Charlie, the word is hunting.
Well, not on Halloween, it ain't.
Say, what are you going to do tomorrow night, Charlie?
Oh, I don't know. Duck for apples, I guess. What else can a fellow do on a measly 75 cents a week?
All right. Charlie, I wish you wouldn't take advantage of every opportunity to mention the allowance I give you.
Oh?
No.
Why?
It's embarrassing.
Yeah. I am ashamed of it, too, Bergen.
All you think of is money. Pleasure can be derived in many other ways.
Name 4.
Well, say, Edgar, aren't you going to stage a Halloween party for Charlie tomorrow night?
I certainly am not, Don.
Oh.
I haven't forgotten Charlie's party last year when he ruined the furniture and the carpets.
Yeah, and broke windows, too.
Yes.
Don't forget the broken windows.
4 broken windows.
Yeah, 5.
5?
Yeah. I broke one after you took inventory.
Oh.
What a party. Talk about laughs and the fun we had. Oh, gee. I remember it still.
I can assure you there will be no repetition of last year's riot.
No.
That experiment was much too expensive.
Oh, sure. No party this year?
No party.
Oh. Aren't you going to do anything for a little itsy-bitsy Charlie on this Halloween?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No. Oh, I may tell you a ghost story.
Yeah. A ghost story? Yes. Do you think you can afford it? Oh.
Say, Edgar, I like ghost stories. Do you know any good ones?
Well, I know one, Don.
Hey, you don't mind if I join you, do you, Edgar? I like to listen to ghost stories.
Well, not at all, Nelson.
Oh, Edgar, you going to tell a ghost story?
Yes.
I love them. They frighten me to death.
You better sit close to me, Dottie. Hold my hand.
Well, this isn't really a ghost story.
No.
It's an actual experience.
Oh, sure. They all start out that way.
A friend of mine by the name of Joe Franklin purchased an 8-room house in Hoosick Falls, which is a small town in upper New York.
How far is that?
How far is what?
Hoosick Falls.
What about it?
How far is it?
Well, from where?
Oh. Thank you, anyway. I still don't think it's the right answer.
Well, anyway, my friend, he bought this old house.
Say, how many rooms did you say it had, Edgar?
8 rooms.
How
darling.
charming. 8 rooms? 2-story?
No, it's a ghost story.
As a matter of fact, Dorothy, it was a 2-story house. But the upstairs quarters were never used because there was a rumor that they were haunted.
They were what?
I say, they were inhabited by ghosts.
Well, didn't Joe Hoosick know that before he bought the place?
No, well, the name is Joe Franklin, and the house is in Hoosick Falls.
Oh, I see. Well, you want to watch that, Edgar?
Yeah. So...
Say, Ed, did Joe Falls know that Hoosick was haunted?
Yeah. Don, the name is Franklin, and the house is in Hoosick Falls.
Yeah.
It was an 8-story, 2-room house. What I mean is...
We got him, boys. We
An
got him.
8-story, 2-room house, huh?
Yeah. What he means, it's an 8-house, 2-story room. No.
Did anybody live in it?
Yeah, Hoosick lived downstairs. And he raised goats upstairs.
Now, wait a minute. Who lived in what?
Mr. Poughkeepsie. Lived in Schenectady. I don't know. What is this?
Well, I don't think you people want to hear this story at all. Of course, if you don't, we'll just say so that...
Now, Bergen, don't be sensitive now.
They at least give me the courtesy.
Of course we want to hear the story, don't we, Don?
Why, sure we do. Have you heard it before, Charlie?
Yeah, I hear it every Halloween. He does it. He brings it out, yeah.
Is it a good story?
It's awful. But let's egg him on. Yeah.
Oh, come on, Edgar. Tell us the rest of the story. What was your friend's name?
Oh, well, let's forget his name, and let's forget he's my friend.
Oh, forgetting friends, huh? What's the matter? Did he write for money?
No. He did not write for money. Do you understand? No, he didn't.
Oh. Is him sore, Bergen?
No.
Oh, come on, Edgar. We'll behave. Tell us.
Very well. I shall make a final attempt, but I insist on absolute silence.
Yes, got it. Quiet now. Quiet.
And stop whispering, please.
Yes. Excuse me. Is it all right if I breathe a little?
Oh, yes. Now, this is a true story.
Uh-huh.
But if at any time you question the veracity of my statements, stop me.
We sure will.
This incident took place about 8 years ago, at which time I was considered quite a handsome young man.
Stop.
All right.
You can't sell us on that.
All right. Charlie, if you'll only keep quiet, you'll find that this story is very, very gripping.
Griping is the word.
Now, you keep quiet, Charlie. We want to hear this story.
Thank you, Don.
Okay, Edgar.
For you.
All right.
Two-facing.
All right. Yeah. Now, where was I?
You're right here.
Yes, Picture, if you can, an old house with the foundation settling, sagging roof, peeling wallpaper. Can you picture it?
Picture it? We live in it.
In this house, there had formerly lived an old miser. Of course, you know what a miser is?
Oh, sure. A miser's a man who thinks 75 cents a lot.
No, you don't.
That burns him up.
Now, this miser had lived and died in one of the upstairs bedrooms, and it was believed that his ghost haunted it.
The plot thickens.
And you know, Charlie, I was the first person brave enough to spend a night in that bedroom.
Oh, sure.
Nothing happened until midnight.
Nothing ever does.
And then, out of the still of the night, I heard the old grandfather's clock in the hall strike the witching hour.
Bong! Cuckoo!
Don, will you please stop?
Yeah, when you hear the next cuckoo, it'll be exactly Bergen.
Yeah. All right, enough of that.
Yeah. Fellas, will you stop interrupting? Gee, you're being very rude.
Oh, now keep quiet,
And you're very
Charlie.
unfunny. And the least you can do...
All right. Will you stop too, Charlie?
Oh, me?
Yes.
How was...
You're the worst one of all.
Is that so?
Yes. Shortly after midnight, I heard a peculiar noise, as if someone were tapping on the walls.
Oh.
All right. I thought I saw something. No. Tapping on the walls.
Yes.
And I heard footsteps on the ceiling. I couldn't figure out what it was.
Maybe you had a snootful.
No.
I was only trying to help.
Well, please don't.
All right.
No. Then suddenly, the steps got closer and closer. And then, without warning, a horrible figure pounced upon me. Something tugged at my memory. Where had I seen that ghostly face before?
In a mirror?
No. That settles it.
That settles what?
I'm not going to finish this story.
Well, why not?
Well, I'm not going to make a fool of myself. Oh, I don't know. Yes, you're right. You're right. I have made a fool of myself. Well, it certainly took you long enough to get wise.
Well, Charlie, here's the happy reunion. Since you last talked to your friend Madeleine Carroll, she's been over to Paris and back again.
Oh, oui, Madeleine. Did you enjoy your trip, my chérie?
Oui, Charlot. C'était très magnifique.
Oh, très good. Did you miss me?
I thought of you all the time, Charlie. And just to prove it, I brought you a present from Paris.
Oh, no. A present for me?
Yes.
Oh, you shouldn't have. What is it?
Yes.
Well, now let me see. It isn't the Eiffel Tower. No. No. A scooter, perhaps?
No, Charlie, it's better than that.
Oh.
It's a letter.
A letter. Oh. Is there a check in it?
Charlie, dear, this is a very unusual letter.
Oh. Oh, then it has a check in it.
No, but it was written by a little French admirer of yours.
Oh, who is she?
It isn't a she, it's a boy.
Yeah. Disappointment number 2. This is getting worse all the time.
His name is Tutu Gaston Petitjean.
That does it. That's too much for me. Who is he?
Well, he's a little assistant who sits on the knee of the great French ventriloquist, the great Pierre.
Oh, gee, that's great.
And just like you, he's a little mannequin.
No. Today I am a mannequin.
You should see this boy, Charlie. He's the idol of the Parisiennes. The ladies all adore him.
That's all.
Mm-hmm. In fact, he's the toast of France.
Oh, isn't that good? My. How old is this little French toaster? I mean, this squirt.
Well, I'd say he's about your age, Charlie.
Oh, yes.
And he's very eager to learn the American language.
Uh-huh.
So he wrote to you in English, and he's hoping that you'll answer him. Would you like to hear what he wrote, Charlie?
Well, no.
Oh, but it's a very charming letter.
Oh, then read it.
Let me read it to you. Now,
Yes.
see. He starts off by saying, Dear Charlot, my petit chou...
Petit chou? Does he mean I'm a heel or something?
No, Charlie. Petit chou is French for cabbage head.
Oh, well, that's cabbage head. That's worse yet. Why, the fresh punk. What?
No, Charlie. In French, cabbage head is a term of endearment.
Cabbage head is? Well, it doesn't translate very well, I'll say that much.
And then he writes, every week I listen to hear you on the air over the TSF.
The TSF? Oh, the little fool, he means NBC, doesn't he?
No, Charlie, dear. You see, they don't call it radio over there.
Oh.
They call it TSF, which stands for Telephone Sans Fil.
Oh.
Telephone without wires.
Sure, I'll bet you. Telephone without wires. I don't think it'll ever be practical.
Well, be that as it may. Let me read you the rest of Tutu's letter.
Oh, do, yes, do.
I try to obtain your program every Monday morning, but I am not very successful.
Oh, that's too bad, isn't it? That is too bad, yeah. I wonder if you ever tried tuning in on Sunday night. The dope cabbage head. That's the part that burns me up.
But, Charlie, don't you realize that the clocks are 5 hours faster in Paris than here?
They are?
Mm-hmm.
Well, can't they slow them down?
Now, why hasn't someone thought of that?
Well, I just did. Somebody ought to make notes of these things.
But to go on with the letter. Tutu says...
Tutu, here we go again. Oh, I know I like him.
I am glad you are very popular in America, yes?
Yeah.
And maybe sometime you will come to see I in Paris, no?
Yes, no. He sure does murder the English, doesn't he? Is he illiterate? I guess he must be. Yes, no?
Oh, no, I think he's very cute.
Yeah.
And, Charlie, he signs his letter, your petite Parisian pal, Tutu Gaston Petitjean.
Tutu Gaston Petitjean. He must get awful tired lugging that handle around. Cabbage head. That's the one that cuts me, cabbage head. Yeah, I got it. Take a letter.
Yes, sir?
Yeah. Monsieur Petitjean. Got that?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Dear Gopher Puss.
Gopher puss?
Yes, gopher puss. In America, that's a term of endearment.
Well, I never heard of that, Charlie.
Well, I never heard of cabbage head. Gopher puss stays.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't let it happen too often. And to continue, quote. Have you got that?
Yes.
I never hear your program in America with or without wires. Sans phony. But I will forgive you for that cabbage head crack if, when I get to Paris, you will chercher la femme for me, and I will do the same for you in America. Your American me, Charlie, Audrey. I'll mail that as it is.
Very good, sir. And I'm sure Tutu will be most pleased when he receives this letter.
Yeah, I thought it was rather well put myself. What kind of a boss does Tutu have?
Oh, he's very handsome, debonair, and he has a mustache.
Oh, he has. Oh, yes. Maybe Bergen could raise a mustache, huh? Well, I don't know. It might be too much of a strain on his system.
Do you think he'd look better with a mustache, Charlie?
Well, it would help, yes. You couldn't see his lips move while I was talking.
Charlie, you shouldn't say that. You know, little Tutu always speaks well of his boss.
Well, maybe he gets paid more than I do.
Well, he told me that his salary is 1,500 centimes a week.
Yeah, well, that's 1,500 centimes. Wow. Gee, I could kick myself for what I'm working for. I could kick Bergen, too. 1,500 centimes.
That's right, Charlie.
Sorry. Is he socking it away? Or has he got a big family?
Well, I don't know about that, but I do know that that's his salary.
Gee, 1,500. I wonder if Bergen's... Hey, Bergen, did you hear that?
What's that, Charlie?
Miss Carroll was just telling me about a ventriloquist over in Paris who pays this boy 1,500 a week. Now, think of that. Gee. So my hat fell off. Yeah. It's enough to make it fall off. Yeah. I could jump on it. 1,500 a week.
Oh, 1,500 a week? Yeah. Why, I can't believe that.
Well, Miss Carroll, just said to Miss Carroll, well, just tell me about this ventriloquist. Go on, tell him about it. Is it true?
That's right. 1,500 centimes.
Oh, 1,500 centimes.
Yeah, centimes.
Yeah, well, centime that's French for,
Yeah, well, it's still a buck.
Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, no.
No,
It's still a buck.
it's 100 centimes to make a franc.
With mustard?
Why, a centime? Why, that's less. Why, it's much less than a cent.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Less than a cent?
Why, of course it is.
Is there anything less than a penny?
Of course there is.
Well, how come you haven't paid me off in it?
Charlie McCarthy's radio game is the new sensation from coast to coast. Here's the latest news about it.
Everybody's playing Charlie's new radio game.
Yes, sirree. Small fry, big fry, from 6 to 60.
That's right, Charlie. It's packed with suspense and thrills.
It's fascinating, you bet it is, yes.
You get 21 figures of the stars on this program, and they're all in beautiful natural color.
Yeah, Bergen's in usual pale pink.
Charlie, please. There are 4 figures each of Edgar Bergen, Nelson Eddy, Don Amici, Dorothy Lamour, and Robert Armbruster.
So far, mildly interesting.
Ah, but there's just 1 figure of Charlie McCarthy.
Sensational.
And you must have Charlie to win.
Well, naturally, how else, pray tell?
So get Charlie's absorbing new game. Just mail us 2 dated bag fronts from Chase & Sanborn Dated Coffee and only 10 cents. And if you like coffee with plenty of rich, bracing flavor, you'll enjoy Dated Coffee. For this is more than a fine blend of the world's choice coffees. It's coffee you know is fresh.
Uh-huh.
The date on the bag front tells you when your grocer received it, fresh from the nearest roasting oven.
That's good.
Try delicious Chase & Sanborn Dated Coffee.
Think I will.
Mail us the 2 dated bag fronts with only 10 cents, and we'll promptly send you Charlie's new radio game.
Yes, sirree. The game's on me.
Address, Chase and Sanborn, 420 Lexington Avenue. That's 420 Lexington Avenue.
420, yeah.
Oh, Charlie.
Oh.
Meaning not, you know.
Meaning not, yeah. Not really.
Yes, really. 420 Lexington Avenue, New York City. Buy Chase and Sanborn dated coffee tomorrow.
Okay.